Welcome to the CTT China Tourism Training, the world standard online training for the Chinese outbound tourism market. The CTT is a comprehensive, in-depth online training program for tourism professionals working with the Chinese tourism source market. The high-level knowledge offered by the program is practice-oriented, and it can be immediately applied by tourism professionals looking to acquire new relevant industry-ready skills and knowledge, as well as being used to increase the success in working with Chinese visitors. The CTT China Tourism Training is brought to you by the combined expertise of COTRI and SHTM, both market leaders in their respective fields. COTRI China Outbound Tourism Research Institute is the world's leading independent research institute for consulting, research, information, training, and quality assessment related to the Chinese outbound tourism market. COTRI is an affiliate member of the UNWTO and a WTTC knowledge partner, as well as a PATA and ITOA member. The Hong Kong Polytechnic University School of Hotel and Tourism Management is ranked among the top universities worldwide. For close to 40 years, the SHTM has refined a distinctive vision of hospitality and tourism education, and it has become a world-leading hotel and tourism school. It is rated #1 in the world for the subjects of hospitality, leisure, and tourism management according to several authoritative global university rankings. The CTT China Tourism Training is aimed at tourism professionals from a range of key industry branches. The program will offer 5 executive-level specializations, which consist of hospitality, destinations, retail, attractions, and transportation. Every branch-specific training is divided into 8 chapters, each lasting for approximately 90 minutes. Every chapter is divided into 3 sections. The training is accessed directly through the learning platform of the Hong Kong Polytechnic University. Participants will be given a personal username and password to access the program. After logging in, participants will be able to view the CTT homepage, which includes the user area for task management and a drop-down menu on the left side for accessing the training content. Let us take the CTT Hospitality track as an example to have a look at the detailed content of each chapter. Throughout the training, participants will learn about the cultural background of Chinese tourists, the behavior and demands of different market segments, but especially the ways to successfully adapt a product or service, reach real and potential customers online and offline, and also sell the product on targeted distribution channels. A total of 20 companies have collaborated in the CTT Hospitality program to present some best practices and valuable insights based on their direct experience with Chinese customers. Every chapter also includes some special topics, which allow participants to discover niche markets and provide examples of practical solutions. The training content is presented in a variety of different forms. COTRI Director Professor Art provides participants with key knowledge through lectures with slides.
Secondly, we should also talk about interactivity and about rewards. Chinese like interactivity, and compared to netizens from Western countries, they are much more responsive to incentives to participate in contests, surveys, discussions, lucky draws, etc.
At the core of the training program lies a selection of best practice examples, which have been exclusively provided by leading firms and companies working with Chinese tourists and implementing specific strategies to successfully cater to them.
So we have amended our menu to include noodles and fresh steamed vegetables during the main course. We have added chopsticks to our cutlery settings for the dining experience. And also we serve homemade Irish scones as part of the visit here at Glen Keane. So we demonstrate to the Chinese guests how you eat a scone in Ireland, what is the best way to enjoy it with the lovely butter, jam and cream. And also we've added hot water on arrival for the Chinese guests.
Moving on to the second page, the brochure includes a map of Israel with Chinese names of the cities where the Dun Hotel chain has its properties. At the bottom left corner, a table indicates the distances between these cities to help Chinese visitors to Israel orientate themselves and more easily plan trips to other popular attractions. This is especially useful for individual travelers, as their schedule is often more flexible than package tour travelers, and they might decide to change their original plan once arrived at the destination. The following pages include descriptions of various Dun hotels in different cities,
The Chinese guests prefer to have tea, and especially a Chinese tea leaves. So we launched the Dan Hotel special Chinese tea leaves, green tea, jasmine tea, and more. It's a very special edition which we gave only for the Chinese guests.
What I think I see with the Chinese market, for sure, people like to be able to have some of their home favorites whilst at the hotel. I think people travel with that, importantly so, from China. And that's where we provide that in our Mediterranean restaurant. We see people want to come for lunch, enjoy lunch, but they want to have lunch available at the time they want it, and they want to be able to eat fast. And that's where the all-day dining buffet concept works for us, because we're able to provide food that's very nourishing and hot very quickly. And then in dinner as well, they want to be able to have a variety of restaurants, as well as the all-day dining restaurants. Again, I see with the Chinese market, they like things very quick. So rooms being ready, having everything communicated well on arrival, telling them about the hotel, being there and being personalized is so important.
Throughout the training, Chinese industry experts offer exclusive insights into the demands, needs, and behavior of different segments of Chinese travelers, as well as provide their valuable expertise on the dynamics, trends, and latest development of the Chinese outbound tourism industry.
Moment, in China, consumers are quite care for the brands of the hotels. It's not, if you compare the products as 5 or 8 years before, we only specified 3 to 4 stars. But at the moment, as what we comparisons in the market, the products, consumers is quite caring. If you upgrade to 4 or 5 stars, which kinds of the hotel chains that you use it.
Every chapter includes a discussion between COTRI Director Professor Art and COTRI Senior Researcher Dr. Deng Westphal, who explore more in detail some topics and share stories and anecdotes from their long-term personal and professional experience in the field.
So one discussion I heard many times is that the groups always are put in a room with several people together, or at least 2 people together, and of course they want not to stay in a double bed, but they want to stay having 2 twin beds for 2 gentlemen. But it seems that they don't mind at all to stay together with another person in the room.
No, for Chinese travelers, it's actually quite something, I would say, quite fun to have somebody stay in the same room. They get company, they can talk about things. It is also very, let's say, normal and standard way of traveling. Of course, one way is to save the cost. You don't need to afford the room just by yourself. But it's actually to give a company in a foreign country, you have somebody to talk to as well.
Video interviews with Chinese travelers provide the opportunity to hear directly from them about their experience abroad, their interests, and the challenges or concerns they faced.
今天飞日内瓦，然后去三峡谷、霞蒙里，然后还有瑞士的3家雪场，然后大概滑5家雪场吧。然后我是赞助滑手，这次去也是拍一些片子，给那个瑞士的滑雪场做一些宣传。
After completing the training, successful participants receive a verified academic certificate from 2 of the leading institutions in the field, SHTM and COTRI. For more information on the CTT program, as well as individual and corporate offers, please feel free to contact COTRI or visit our website at china-outbound.com.